Welcome back to episode 36 of our Baten Kaitos Origins playthrough. When we last left off, we had done a side quest for Geldablame in the Dark Service headquarters. We are in the endgame content, so that side quest basically involved us quelling a rampage of Paramachina who had received a upgrade chip, which seemed inconsequential, but it clearly was consequential. But it gave us a little backstory to an Eternal Wings character, Savina, and how she became part of the Empire's elite forces. So, in this episode, we've got some wrapping up of some side quests to do. The major side quest in this game is, of course, Sedna Village, and there's two parts to that side quest. That involves gathering all of the Sedna magnus and also finding immigrants to move to Sedna Village so that we can build up the population. So 2 of the Sedna magnus you cannot get before starting the endgame. So we're gonna get every single Sedna magnus that we can before going to the endgame. And we're gonna do that by continent. So we're starting with Alfard. And the thing that we have to do here, it's not exactly a magnus, but we do need to grab some Udamush, and I don't think we have any. I will check though. So we don't have any Udamush, so we're gonna go back to Asa Village. Gonna go into the lava caves, and we're going to grab a rock fly corpse and have this little guy make it into Udamush for us. Next, we're going to head to Sidal Sud. So we're just going to go straight to Mintaka and then to the port. The Udamush does not age, so you kind of want to be strategic about how you do these endgame quests. As I do think one of the magnus that we're going to make in Sidal Sud does age, but I'm not quite sure about that, so don't quote me. So once in Sidal Sud, we're gonna head out onto the main village screen. And we're gonna go up to the well area. And you're gonna talk to this woman here. She wants to move. Oops. So we're not gonna show her to Udamush, we're gonna show her the Sedna immigration papers. So she's going to be our first immigrant to Sedna. Next, we're going to head to the bar over here in Furcad. And we're going to talk to this bartender here. He's got chronic fatigue, so we're going to take his chronic fatigue from him 3 times. and he'll give you the Sedna fence. So now we're gonna head out of the bar and out of Furcad. We're gonna go to Seborai, and we're gonna start off in this house right here. And we're going to take 2 mountain apples from this pot. Now we won't do anything with them just yet, just because I don't want them. I don't want the mixer to be ready when we don't have the 3rd item that we need. And we're not close to getting it yet. So next you're going to go into the barn and talk to this fan-tailed duck for a Sedna weather vane. Now we'll head out of Seborai. And we're going to go to Moongao Forest. We're going to go off the main screen. To the left here. Cross the river and open this chest for a Sedna fern. Now we'll head out of Moongao Forest. And we're going to make our way to Ninkai Valley. At this point, we're going to start our Magna mixer. So we're going to go to our mixer and put in both of our apples. I just think this is the most direct path to where we want to be.
然手応えなかったよ。これなら。せ
Okay, so now we're gonna pop over here and grab a holy droplet. We're gonna go to our mixer and add the holy droplet to the mixer. So on our way out of Ninkai, we're gonna get into 3 battles.
勝負だった。
Alright, so that does it for our magnus mixing. So now you see we've got melon apple juice. So we're gonna head out of Sadal Sud, head to the port, and our next stop is gonna be Dur. So we've got 2 stops in Dur and Gemma. Our first stop is in this house up here. The man with the mask wants melon apple juice. Now we can take a mask. And we can grab the chest behind him, which contains Sedna Pier. Now we'll head out of this house. Go all the way to the top right. And talk to this person up here. They kind of want to move. So we're going to show them the Sedna immigration papers. And now we're going to head out a door and make our way to the diadem. So if you talk to this man here, he just got dumped. So we'll send him to Sedna. And then on the next screen, if you talk to that lady freaking out on the left, she can't relax and she really wants Udamush. She's finally calmed down and given us Sedna flower bed. So our last stop is going to be in Castle Elnath. Behind Latakan is his throne. Interact with it. And we'll find a Sedna monument. So now we're going to head out of Diadem and make our way to Anue. We've got a few things to do here, but we're gonna start from the right side of the island and work our way left. So first we're gonna head into the Hollow jungle. I'm gonna switch to our fire deck just in case we get into combat. And I think this deck is optimized. So once we're on the screen at the ponds, we're gonna head south. Pick up a stone. We're gonna try our hand at knocking down another hollow fruit. Now we're gonna head to Apu. And talk to this woman near the elephant. This elephant's really sad. It might be the same elephant that we got stung. And Soggy kind of feels bad, so we're gonna give it a hollow fruit. And he gives us a classic cudgel and a Sedna powerhouse. So we're gonna head out of Apu now. And we're gonna go to Komomai. Go into this house on the right and talk to this lone guy on the bench. Show him the Sedna immigration papers. And now we're gonna head back to the port and make our way to Hasale. So in Hasale, we're gonna head to the doctor's house. And go up here, talk to this lady sitting in the chair by herself. And we're gonna show her the Sedna immigration papers. So now we're gonna go to the Briar Clock. We're gonna head back in time. And we're gonna go to Naus. We're gonna head down below deck. And into Seth's room. And interact with this globe here. So I think we already got this, what's it called? The Sedna Magnus in this playthrough. In my one that I'm doing tandem with this, I did not though, so that's why I included it. So we're gonna head to Sedna now. Talk to the mayor. He's gonna give you a Sedna odd sculpture. And now we're going to head to the other Sedna screen. And go into the mill house here. We're gonna talk to this knight. And we're gonna play a game with him. So he wants you to count the character that looks like a T. So I counted 16. And he gives you the Sedna water wheel. It's different every time. So just count the characters that look like T's. I'm not sure what they're called. And then we'll go turn in our Magnus to Maya. Okay, so there should only be 2 Sedna Magnus left. And to get those 2 Magnus, we have to go into Vega, the final dungeon in the game. There will be blue flowers, so we can turn them in. So we're going to return the way we came now. We're going to stay in the past, and I'm going to set us up for the next episode where we're going to take on Wise Man. So Wise Man is a 2 for boss fight. We're going to end up fighting him and the Black Dragon. So we're going to set up our deck here and then make our way to that, like where they are in this episode. So the deck that we require to face them is going to be a little different than our normal decks. So we're going to take this deck here. All of our party members are going to be in. And then we're going to copy our light deck. And we're going to name this deck Wise Man. So set as active deck and then open the deck builder. User. And we're going to start taking out some stuff. So take out all of Gilo and Sagi's defense items, and then just leave them with one attack item. For Millie, take out all of her weapons, leave her with one defense item, and then take out all of her specials. So we're gonna work on Sagi and Gilo's their stuff first. So first and foremost, we're gonna replace the Apostolos with Ascalon. And then we're gonna make sure that all of his attacks are good, and that's pretty much it. We want to make sure Godling's Rapture is in there. So for Millie, you want to make sure that the one defense item that we have in here has great dark defense. Her highest dark defense. And it's probably going to end up being Jiraiya. So Gilo 2, we're going to keep Fair Guardian in here and then make sure defense items are out. And we're going to take out Heaven Lapse and replace it with Fellstar Gleam. So make sure Book of Mana's in there. We want 2 first aid kits. We're going to add another Fate's Cordial. We are going to add an elixir. We are going to add 2 holy elements. We're going to add another weak attack. And then we're going to add a high potion. So we'll add another medium attack and another strong attack. So Millie in this battle is going to have 2 purposes. 1, to heal, and 2, to raise willpower. So we're gonna head out of Kuyam and work our way through the battlefields of Atria.
もしやワイズマンか。
ワイズマンはあの戦いで死んだんじゃないの？
いや、そんな話は聞いてない。伝承でもワイズマンのことは語られていないしね。戦いの混乱に乗じて生き延びたのかもしれん。いや、間違いない。この気配、強い心の力を持った者の気配だ。このどこかにあやつはいる。
So the battlefield looks a bit different than it did before. For one, the fire is all gone. And there's a heavier presence of dragons now. They're still relatively easy to defeat. So you don't gotta worry too much about the mobs that come before. The definite real killer is Wise Man. He's probably the hardest fight in the game besides Gilo, in my opinion. I definitely think Gilo is the hardest.
こうはいかないわね。
Alright, so this is the screen before the 2 boss battles. So make sure you grab these chests for Transcension, Heaven Lapse, and Spirit Light Quiver. So for the next battle, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks before we get into it in the next episode. As you can see, my party is level 50. That's about where you want to be. And if you get to this point in the game and you're not level 50, I would just do some battling, probably in Sedna. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. If you are, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!